Well, we discussed the play. It all started with Steve from FoundryMusic.com.
He saw it.
Saw the play last weekend and went, ooh, what a horrific sight when Kathleen Turner took her clothes off.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess if you're doing theater or a movie or something, you got to be believable, but no one's buying that Jason Biggs is going to fall for a naked Kathleen Turner.
No.
Steve went on to say that the sight was horrific.
Yeah, he didn't think that a naked linebacker was good up on stage like that to look at. So he gave the play a little review, and we suggested perhaps somebody should have the balls,
and go down to Broadway and stand up just as Kathleen drops her clothes.
Yeah.
And scream out for the whole audience to hear, Kathleen, put your goddamn clothes back on. That person will win a fine prize from the Opie and Anthony show. Then it got really interesting because Kathleen Turner's people were calling like crazy, and they wanted to sue you and I, Anthony.
I know.
I don't know what the charge would be, but they wanted to sue us.
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't know that, Jim? No. Yeah, they wanted to sue us. For interrupting a performance, or I don't know what.
I don't know what it is, but we made it so it wasn't a contest anymore. That's the one concession we made.
Well, that was the promise we made to Super GM Ken Stevens.
Right.
So then we went on the radio and said that we just need a couple tickets to see The Graduate on Broadway.
A couple of tickets.
Just a couple tickets. Everyone was starting to get a little suspicious.
Yeah.
Even the people down there on Broadway. So Ed and I went on the air and said, well, you know, something's going to happen next week, meaning this week.
Right.
Wrong. Friday night, baby.
It was that night. Right.
Friday night.
Friday night's production of The Graduate. We had somebody.
We had so many people at the show, it wasn't even funny. We got 3 different recordings.
Yes. Well, we wanted to be sure that they wouldn't be able to grab the perp,
right,
and take his tape. Well, we needed other people there.
We had 3 people at The Graduate Friday night, and only one person wants his name known. The other 2 want to remain nameless, I should say.
Nameless. Yes.
Remain nameless. That person who went down there Friday night with 2 other guys, Rick Delgado.
Rick was there.
Yes.
He was one of the plants that were just there to monitor the situation, not to become involved.
I was the techie on site.
And you were also loaded up with a device?
Mic'd and
very good.
Triangulation, a crossfire.
In total, I believe we had 4 recording devices.
That's the rumor.
Yeah.
And we got 3 that worked.
No one sits near each other. No one acknowledges each other's existence. It's very, very difficult to figure out what's going on. And if I might add at this moment, this isn't the end of this bit.
No.
This isn't the end of this bit.
No.
This is our little way of taking these Hollywood elite and giving them a little dose.
Right.
Giving them a little bit back. And I think you're going to be seeing this very situation happening at many of the Broadway theaters here in Manhattan. I cannot wait for the next one. I already got a line on a play that is just going to be horrific when somebody stands up and says what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Now, I'm very surprised that the person that stood up...
You'll be dreaming that it was only a cell phone ringing in the audience.
I'm surprised.
You know how upset they get when that happens? Oh, forget about it.
I'm surprised the person that stood up and said, Kathleen, put your goddamn clothes on, doesn't want to take credit for this.
I know.
On this Monday afternoon.
You know, this person so wanted to take credit, was jazzed about it. We celebrated afterwards with beers, and all of a sudden, by last night, he's calling me a little nervous. This morning, even more nervous. And, you know, unfortunately,
he called me before the show, and we decided not to answer any phones.
You know what?
We didn't want anyone raining on our parade today.
I'll take credit. I wasn't going to.
No.
I will.
Shut up.
I wish I had the balls to do that.
It's amazing.
Hilarious.
Matt, what's going on?
Nothing much. I just wanted to know if Rick walked in there in a big red pinstripe suit like the score. You guys had this ridiculously.
Yeah, we wanted it set up so that it was pretty fail-safe, you know what I mean? We had some expendable people.
Yeah.
If something happened, we had redundancies and backup plans.
Yeah, because our biggest worry was that we would pull this damn thing off, and they would catch the person that is recording it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was not going to happen to us today.
We didn't want that happening, so people were scattered around the theater with no contact with each other. That's the best thing, because they can't then throw everybody out.
And I got to be honest, I got no mercy for the actors, because comedians put up with this every day. Obnoxious patrons. Try doing that while people are being sat and drinking and smoking. You usually have it perfect. One little heckle and it ruins you.
I just love being a hair up people's ass. I love it, and I love the fact that we can annoy people like this.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. It's a little bit of the unexpected chaos thrown into your effing lives.
Every time she takes her clothes off now for the rest of this run,
Oh,
she's
she's going to be thinking about it.
It's kind of scary that this worked out so perfectly, Anthony.
And it only encourages us to do it more.
Yeah. There were things going on in the bathroom.
Yeah.
The bathroom that we felt like two idiotic James Bonds trying to set the recorders.
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned toilet. You can hang the recorder behind it.
Behind it.
And then on the other side, so I'm in the middle stall. I got people on either stall on the side of me. We're trying to get a recorder set, because I'm the only one that knew how to turn these things on, and we didn't want to turn them on too early to waste batteries.
Make sure that recorder's behind there. I don't want him coming out of that bathroom with his in his hand.
Exactly.
After you record it, I want you to drop the recorder down on the ground. Don't look no one in the eyes, but don't look away neither. You're going to do all right, kid.
You're going to be scared stiff of you.
I kept it loud to scare away any pain-in-the-ass innocent bystanders.
Hey, leave the TiVo. Take the cannoli.
Brian.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
I'm starting to get a little scared of you guys.
What?
Because there's like some Fight Club stuff here. You got like a bunch of different people working together. They don't even know they're there, though. It's getting a little scary.
It's true. It had to be organized in a way that everybody was working independent for the same goal.
We don't mess around, and then we had people on the outside waiting for phone calls,
waiting for the drop.
His name was Opie and Anthony.
The screaming that I started screaming when I got the call. Mission accomplished.
All I know.
Yeah, you guys are great. Norton, you're awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
Rick called me up and said it went down, and I asked him, "Is this a test, sir?"
Hope called me in Cleveland in between shows. He was so happy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the phones were ringing like crazy. And I go, Jim, you got to do the show a favor, because you had two shows in Cleveland. I go, you got to announce to the show in Cleveland that mission was accomplished.
And one thing I will say, I did say the guy's name to Cleveland, so if any of you remember, don't say it when you call in.
That's all right.
I just say, they went nuts.
This person will come forward eventually. He's just a little nervous. He's not used to this type of heat.
I know, but when he comes in here, I'm going to just grab his hand and give his hair a little tussle.
A little tussle. If that person is listening, this is no worse than the time we had a guy hold up the C word on live TV.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He came forward eventually.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Bad bags are on the house.
I'm just glad my phone call to you guys wasn't from the back of a patrol car. I was S-ing it.
There is nothing these people can do.
You were the
nothing
safest.
these people can do.
I guess so, but still,
But you get paranoid in that
Yeah.
situation. Like, I know they're on to me. They had no clue.
Nothing these people can do, and this reign of terror on Broadway is going to continue.
And if you could be arrested for heckling, you know how happy comics would be that we could have these dirtbags yanked out
Imagine
handcuffs?
that. Right, exactly.
Dave,
There's
what's
no
going on?
difference.
No.
Yeah, what's up, Opie?
Hey, Dave, let's go.
I could just picture you in the shower, listening to Finding Out and going, like, the Goodfellas.
Like the Lufthansa. Security.
Anyway.
You're looking at it. That was Mike Starr. He was in Ed. I did an episode of Ed with him, and I kept doing Goodfellas quotes, and he wanted to punch me in my weak chin.
All right, Dave.
Hey, Opie, did you have any recordings of, like, popcorn crunching and anything like that?
No, there's no popcorn crunching on a Broadway.
This is not What's Happening, sir, where Rerun's going to drop the recorder, and I'm going to jail for a fat kid eating popcorn.
At a Doobie Brothers show.
Yeah, we put
Yeah,
you our
thanks
friend
a lot,
Rerun.
That's believable. The gang from the hood going to see the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah. What was the song they were singing?
Actually, it was.
Was it?
No, I don't think it was Johnny Grove. I think it was.
Isn't that David Bowie?
What a Fool Believes?
Yes.
It was?
Was it Johnny Grove?
David Bowie.
Okay.
That song stinks. And
Was
so
it-
does Let's
was it-
Dance.
Minute, bomb, minute, bomb, minute, bomb. All right, Ed, what's going on?
How you doing, guys?
All
Hey, I
right.
wanted to know if it was true if the second recorder was hidden in the grassy knoll.
It's supposed to be the Pruder, the Knicks film, and there was a third footage taken of the Kennedy assassination.
All right, well,
Yes.
you'll be able to tell
Interesting.
when you hear this audio, but basically we had two people with recording devices very close to the stage.
Yeah.
Within, how many rows?
Within about 10 rows of each other,
It was
about 10 rows
close
back
enough.
from the stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And then you'll hear another version of it from, like, very
Way
far
back.
away. The backup recorder.
Wow.
The first rule about The Graduate, you don't talk about The Graduate. That's from Tim in D.C.
All right, which one you want to hear first? You want to hear the one from way out in the audience?